pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, the third and final week of preseason action, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there leading them is their fourth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Now he's going to step up and run. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just third and a yard. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. Durant. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early. Because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
This guy's leadership is so important to how this offense functions. He doesn't shrink from any moments on game day, and everything he does with confidence. He sets the example in practice, off the field, and is the guy leading everyone out for each possession.
Offense.
All right, so they'll march backwards on the illegal block in the back.
And that's always a really tough call for the official, and I tend to give the benefit of the doubt. Remember, a block from the side is legal, but that time, they made the determination that one did come in the back.
Complete to number 81. A gain of 7 brings up
second and 13. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of 10 makes it 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten in, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Garcia. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position here after the turnover as they search for the first points of the ball game. They go play action here on 1st down. Can't get away, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. So they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Pass taken in by his good tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
That's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, able to avoid him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Clayton. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Going up the middle, Foster. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Loss of 2. Brings up 3rd.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick 47. This one looks good as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's pass. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Bass. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Result is a first down.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So on fourth down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Looking to put a drive together. A first down carry for Foster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down.
Touchdown! A big play there. 56 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. He juked him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 30, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Gets by him at the 25. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
That's good for a first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. A give left side. Foster shifts by him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. And he will find his man on the outside. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They run up the middle with Foster. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Looking to throw. Garcia. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, they hand to Foster. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Now Garcia throwing on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Results in a 1st down.
They'll run on first down. Temple. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Result is a first down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Up the middle they go. Temple. And he's got it down to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. They'll start by running the option to run. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, here's a fake on a jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it on play action. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's good. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2nd down and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Garcia. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter. Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good pickup there, a 22.
22 yards. Results in a first down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
On first down, Temple. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll keep it on the ground. Temple. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
2 yards on the pickup.
Here's 2nd and 8. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
They'll try and do this himself.
And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That is caught.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now stands at 13. That time, a 9-play drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
Garcia now throwing to start the drive. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 31-yard line.
Now Garcia to throw. Off the play fake. He finds his man complete. It's Clayton. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again.
Now he's going to step up and run to the sideline and incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And they'll send out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hansen with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense is throwing at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Results in a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again.
Finds his receiver, Watson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll go with a keeper. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard. Good for a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Durant.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment.
He'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bass. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll set up a throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A shotgun handoff now, Foster. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 110 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
39-yard line.
On first, they stick with Foster. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak. And it'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll hand off to Foster. Oh, absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this 3rd quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the 3rd quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Garcia. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Garcia. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. A nice connection there, finding its target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Tough there. Good pass pass hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Still going. Inside the 20. Touchdown! A great play there. 71 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Looking to throw. Garcia. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Third down and 10.
Back to throw. Garcia. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2.
8-yard gain.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Looking to throw. Garcia. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Back to throw. Garcia. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Garcia. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, Kevin Stefanski trots out the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. and that will close the gap down to 14.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting set for this next possession.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And Watson has it right side. It'll be a gain of 5. And it's second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Durant. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
89 yards rushing for him now. And he's only carried the ball 4 times. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the 4th quarter. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll try and do this himself. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First down. 1st and goal.
They'll drop the throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with an amazing diving catch, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Our home team, 16.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
At the 27-yard line.
2nd and 6. And this is going to be intercepted. Oh, nice move. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming out. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up second down. In motion, the tight end. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for the coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Oh, good move. And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
Looking to put a drive together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
This is intercepted.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and saying, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline. And they want to do it with some gusto, too.
2nd and 5. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7 results in a first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Temple. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And this offense is running away with this one.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. 16. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And able to get this out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
Brings up second
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 8. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down. They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
Second and inches.
They'll keep it on the ground. Temple. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. On 3rd down, Temple. And they're going to be set down around the 15-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Temple. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The tackle made at the 12.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Up the middle they go. Temple. The broken tackle could not free him as he's brought down at the 10-yard line.
Down at the 10-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.